What is up, Paradox Podcasters? Or should I call you Three Dads and a Batchers? Three Dads and a Batch Podcasters. I don't know. We'll come up with something better to call you guys. But in the meantime, please enjoy this clip show from a couple funny moments from the last set of episodes. Hope you've been enjoying the show. Hope you've been calling Marcus at M&J Ecological 305-697-2258. As always, for all your lizards, iguanas, pest needs, hit Marcus up.
All right, so the boys are back in town. We got the one and only Thrasher. Say hi, Thrasher.
Hi, Thrasher. How are you?
All right, that's why my arm was sticky. There's jelly on this. All right, we got Slauson.
Boom, boom. It's me.
Boom. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Save the best for last. The one and only, your philosopher and mine, Noah King.
Welcome back to Three Dudes and a Brother.
I like that. Should we? Now that we're back, we're revamping. Should we rename? Because that's a good candidate right there.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, WCW title, hardcore title, is on the line tonight.
Skip the fucking thing.
What did I skip now?
It's on the outline. Why would I do an outline?
So,
a good learning.
So where do you where do you think CM Punk's gonna go? He showed up at all these other wrestling shows, WWE in the back. He showed up at Impact last week.
He jerked off the Miz. They came to fruition with each other.
Him and H.
Outline now, boys.
What?
They came to fruition.
All right. So CM Punk is at WWE Raw. Is this to get a job back? Is this to take axes out of backs? Is this to say, Hunter, you were right, I should blow you more? What is
No,
this?
he was also at Impact. Who was he blowing at Impact?
I mean, Scott D'Amore. Who else do you blow at Impact?
I'm gonna put that like in a headline on the bottom. Who was CM Punk blowing at Impact? Like CNN, just have it there.
Like breaking news.
Who was CNN blowing at Impact? WWE. AEW.
So me and Chris actually spoke about this, and we'll talk about it briefly. We don't want to cut too much into time here. But with Punk going there, is it he got kicked out. Everybody said he got kicked out by McMahon, right? Now my thought process on this was he was kicked out by Vince McMahon because I'm doing something else over here on the other computer.
Clearly.
McMahon now it's not his company anymore. I feel like he has to be like, hey guys, we can't have this fucking guy back here. He's going through some shit. It might be a storyline. It might not fucking be a storyline over there. He's under contract over there. He's making millions over there. He can't be back here. Now, 6 weeks ago this happens. I think they fucking shut up about it. Him and McMahon go in a room. They talk for a minute. He leaves and that's it. But it's not his company anymore. He owns 18% of this company. So what was it, Slauson? What do you think?
Why he got kicked out?
Yeah, why do you think he got kicked out? Am I wrong here? Am I right here?
Well, I think the first question we should ask the two guys is their opinions on why he showed up.
I think he's a shit starter. Go ahead, Noah. Sorry.
Oh no, that's totally fine. I mean, it's allegedly it's the CM Punk Peace Tour. Peace, man. I think part of it may be him being a little unsure with what is exactly is going to happen with AEW and his status. So he wants to like mend as many bridges as he possibly can. I mean, which there's nothing wrong with that because you want to keep your options open.
Who do you think he wronged in Impact?
Trinity, maybe not Trinity Fox 2, like the original Trinity from
Abyss.
TNA. Maybe
he wronged Abyss.
Abyss is in WWE, by the way.
Is he in the Rock of Khan?
But he still went to TNA.
Like as Abyss, he's in the office as Abyss in WWE
with the mask on and Barbie. No, it was Janice. He brings Janice with him to work.
Yeah, Janice.
Yeah,
I think he wants an office job.
Do you think CM Punk is out of this world?
Joe, the weather was so bad that you got blown to space.
Yeah, so I was reading that Chris Statlander's the one to beat Jay Cargill, so I went and visited Chris Statlander in her island. And
Okay.
it's right there.
And
There.
it was at Scandinavia.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If you're Vince McMahon, right? And do you remove Punk because of the reason I said, like because he works for the other company, or do you remove Punk because you're like, no, fuck
But does
him?
he work for them?
Yeah,
Technically,
he's still under
He's still
contract for
under
AEW.
contract, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are calling for him and Chris Jericho to headline Wembley. I think that could actually work. I don't know if him and the Elite are ever going to come to it. Honestly,
do they have any British people?
Huh?
Who's British in AEW?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew
Other
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. soon
Drew
to be.
McIntyre.
He's Scottish.
They could bring in Dave Finlay, maybe.
They could.
Oh, but he's Irish.
Close.
No, they
Close
could bring
by.
in Will Ospreay. They can have Will Ospreay versus Kip Sabian.
But
Will
Aussie
Ospreay.
Open
What is
versus
a Will Ospreay
FTR.
South African?
He's not. And Helico is South African, you ding dong.
Helico South
And
Africa.
Helico is South African. So is Jack Evans.
Fuck Jack Evans. Hey, Chris, so here's the thing. So me and Slauson got to talking, right? And we were talking about Backlash, and I said, well, let's do favorite pay-per-view sets. And like, because I like pay-per-view sets. It brings like nowadays wrestling sucks. Everything's exactly the fucking same. It's all the same unless it's WrestleMania. Then they do either a roller coaster in Orlando, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You know, it's something, right? Aside from that, Monday through Sunday to Monday to Sunday is all the fucking same shit. Right? So if you think about it, everybody has their favorite sets. For me, I loved Halloween Havoc. I loved the giant pumpkin. I thought that was so cool. Really brought the feel together. You know, I'm seeing Thrasher shake his head because he loves a shout out to WCW. But the hooks were cool too. The Backlash hooks were dope as fuck. But then you have other ones. I mean, there's so many good sets. King of the Ring sets back in the day. I remember the TLC where they had 1,000 chairs just hanging. I thought those were cool. You know, little things like that. But Noah, what was your favorite set? What was your favorite like pay-per-view set?
Well, I have a few. I mean, for different reasons, I guess. I mean, the King of the Ring set, kind of on topic, with the giant chair, looking the giant throne joint. I like that one. Obviously the swinging hooks. I do think, honestly, I have a couple like sleepers. Not really sleepers, but like they were kind of specific to like one guy. I was a big fan of the WrestleMania 20 set just for Kane's entrance because the whole cityscape thing kind of set on fire. And then I believe it was 21 in the Money in the Bank where they had the ladder set up over the pyro cannons and the ladders caught fire.
Fire, yep. Yes.
And I was like, that was perfect. Other than that, I really liked WCW going out of their way for like Hog Wild, just getting all the racists together to boo the shit out of Harlem Heat as they entered as tag team champions. I think them going out of their way to get those those crisis actors just to boo the shit out of every black talent that they had on the roster at the time. I think that was really really authentic touch
To professional wrestling. That was great. Yeah, no, fucking yeah, that pay-per-view is fucking nuts. It's just a bunch of people revving their engines and like fucking just fucking feeling their fucking skinny ass biker chick, fucking or super fat ass biker chick. But
and or fat. There was no in between. It was just
there's no
two
it's
extremes.
neither or. Much like America, it's only one extreme to either side.
See, everyone's forgetting one big pay-per-view that transcended them all for stages. In Your House, the original In Your House.
You know what? In your yeah, you
You're
know what?
going
I did
historic
pop when
with it.
NXT did that a couple years ago when they brought back the whole
But the
In Your
original
House
one,
stuff.
remember the entrance, they came through the door.
Yeah.
The door opened. They came through the door. Also, another pay-per-view.
Shawn Michaels came off the roof.
He did.
Yeah,
come
he
off the
did.
roof.
He did.
Yeah.
What about the
Um,
original SmackDown set with the fist?
the
But that's
original.
not pay-per-view.
It's on a pay-per-view.
Okay, but I'm just all right. Favorite sets. Favorite.
But also,
Nitro for sure. Then if you're doing
yeah,
that,
also, if you remember, what was the Royal Rumble that was down here that Rey Mysterio won? It was like a
oh yeah,
Coliseum.
it was like royal and shit. It was like
Mhm.
a royal.
That was in Miami. That was in
Yeah,
Miami.
that's one I was at, and it they had guards that opened the door like a drawbridge type deal. It
Like
was
the
pretty
old
cool.
school King of the Ring shit.
I was also and I know we joke about this a lot. Fucking Rumble 2000 with the taxi hanging off of the side. We
the
joke
taxi
about
coming
Rumble
off. Yeah,
2000
Jeff Hardy
so much.
jumps off of it, right?
Yes.
Doesn't he?
No. Jeff Hardy, he jumped off one of the it was just a random like
Oh.
doorway.
Somebody jumped off
He didn't
of it.
actually
Oh.
jump off the taxi.
No,
That was
I
a
know
cool
which one he's talking about. It was the same Royal Rumble that Bob Backlund was in the Royal Rumble, and he was only in the Royal Rumble for like 5 or 6 seconds. He got in, did his little stomp around, then got thrown out. And he didn't go through the entranceway. He went like up the crowd, and the way he went up the crowd, it looked like he went into the taxi. So like everyone that like was watching it like all together, we're like, where'd Bob go? And there everyone's like, oh, he's in the taxi. He's in the back of the taxi. He hasn't been eliminated. He's just trying to catch a
He's just
ride.
Yeah, no,
He's
Rumble
still there,
2000
yeah.
was great. I also did I think it was SummerSlam 98.
98, dude. That's the best pay-per-view of all time. Ever.
SummerSlam 98 with the fucking, was it
It's
Highway to Hell? Is that what they're
Fucking
calling it?
great. Yeah, dude,
Mhm.
with the gate and everybody
Yeah,
going
with
to
the
the
gates and
bathroom was
shit.
just walking behind it. And it has that
You
cool
could
ass
see
logo.
everybody on the
Yeah.
hard cam walking
People are- yeah.
behind.
You know,
And then
it's
Kane's
not-
entrance was not a surprise because you could see him come.
It's
Yeah,
not
we
a
see
it's
it
not
very
a
well
not a
done.
pay-per-view, but how much did we not appreciate the original like WCW Monday night and
That's
like
what I'm saying.
that entrance was great, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
The Monday
no
night was
screens, very simplistic. You didn't have to worry about VR packages, none of that shit, man. You just had steel, flames, and bitches with big titties.
Nitro Girls, dude. Nitro
Sasha's
Girls.
the best.
How about this
I don't know their
one?
names.
Everyone forgets this one too. WrestleMania 9.
Oh, that's Little Caesars, right? Little
No.
Caesars,
Mhm.
Caesar
Little
Palace.
Caesars?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they had Little Caesars there.
Pizza.
WrestleMania 9, the whole arena was the set.
Right.
And like I think that was pretty cool. That was pretty dope.
Speaking of great sets, you know, you got AEW about to take over Wembley and just take over London for
Are
how
they gonna have a cool set?
I hope so. I really hope they cash in and have a dope ass set. If they
I
didn't
haven't really liked a lot of their sets.
bro, a good set can lead to a great show. Like you're when you see
Yeah,
a
because you get hyped up. You're like, oh,
set,
this
like,
is
oh, that's fucking cool, man.
that's fucking cool.
Yo,
Dude, when I was a kid,
Right.
I used to watch fucking Sunday Night Heat. Like, even if I wasn't getting the pay-per-view, I was stoked to watch Sunday Night Heat to see what the pay-per-view was gonna look like. And then I just rent it later at Blockbuster.
Bro, me and Chris were at WrestleMania the year the Hardys returned. And let me tell you
Oh,
something.
I was at that one.
In 2017, independent wrestling was hotter than ever. There was nothing that could touch independent wrestling back then with, you know, Adam Cole, Cody Rhodes, Jay Lethal. You have Brian Cage and Darby Allin and what's the body bag? A body bag match.
No, it was Ethan Page. Ethan Page.
Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Like, dude, all these shows are great. And then at the end of it on Sunday, and now we got there Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
and we did how many shows?
We probably did 5 shows.
Five.
Because
six-
we drove from Orlando to Lakeland and we did the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor pay-per-view and then drove back. But that morning we started at 7 in the morning with pancakes and pile
my
drivers.
favorite pay-per-view or my favorite show we went to. My favorite show. We watched King Ricochet versus King Swerve Scott. We watched Penelope Ford go off a 20-foot ladder, 30-foot ladder. We watched what we thought was a shoot beat down of a bull.
Eddie Kingston beat
Yeah.
the brakes off of Adam Rose because it was when Adam Rose came back as like Kruger, Adam Kruger or whatever, and it was like a shoot style match, and Eddie Kingston, I mean, demolished him with a trash can.
bloody, and
I
but
mean-
that was a great show. But anyway, back to it. The reason I brought that up is
But
because
no, wait. But after we're leaving Pancakes and Pile Driver to go to Lakeland, Eddie Kingston's standing outside smoking a cigarette, and I'm just like, "Oh, good match, Eddie." And he was like, "Thanks, bro." And like literally, he's just sitting there, just dragging it. You see blood just coming from his hands, just from beating the shit out of him. I'm just like,
yo, we get to WrestleMania that day. Great match with Kingston. We get to WrestleMania, and there's a roller coaster. I was hyped
Right.
walking in there. That was dope to see a roller coaster out there. I'm like, damn, they really put some time, and it looked legit. It looked legit. I was like, oh man, we could probably ride that shit, you know. But yeah, great entrances can pop you. I heard someone bring up the King of the Ring entrances. I know I brought them up.
What's up, guys? Hope you're enjoying the clip show. As you can see, our conversations can take many avenues and directions and random places to go. Mostly just wrestling, but we also do interviews. You should check out our Vic Arson episode or the sharpshooter James Creed in the archives. Please check that out. And feel free to check out the other episodes too. And here are all of our conversations. You can hear them all. You wouldn't need this show then.
So really quickly, first of all, is 205 a shoot weight? Because you're a thick ass 205. All right. So Creed, there's been a lot of demand to get you back in here.
Oh, really?
There's been a lot of demand. I've had people ask me, yo, who was that kid with the elbow drop? And I'm like, oh, James Creed. So
Yeah.
we had to get you back in here, Creed, for a couple things, man. And first things first, why don't you, all of our listeners, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on your socials and all that?
I am at the James Creed on everything. Instagram, Twitter, and I even think Facebook, or you can just search up James Creed on Facebook and James Creed on YouTube as well. So I also got a ProWrestlingTees.com. James Creed. So if anybody wants to check out some new merch, got that right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very nice shirt. Very nice shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll
Shout
make
out
sure,
to Josh Ennis for designing that.
Hell yeah. We'll make sure Slauson gets all the links out there and puts everything on
of
there
course.
for everybody. So Creed, what do you got going on right now? As of recent, I believe May 23rd, you have become the ARW champion. How's that changed everything for you, man? Because obviously you're coming off that ACL injury right now.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're coming off the ACL injury.
Yeah,
You're
on May
killing
13th.
It, so.
Yeah, May 13th, I won the ARW Heavyweight Championship. That's one of my home companies. I returned to in January. So I actually got cleared to return at the end of October, beginning of November, but I wanted to take the extra couple months to fully heal up, make sure I was all good. I returned to SCW and attacked the guy who took me out, JPH. Me and him have a little bit of history now, especially down in Florida. Returned in December of last year and took him out. And then in January, I returned to ARW in Indiana Rampage, which is like their Royal Rumble. And to the surprise of everybody, I entered number 2, and I lasted an hour and 4 minutes and won the whole damn thing to become number 1 contender for the ARW Heavyweight Championship.
Nice.
So,
Guy's a monster.
That's a hell of a comeback ride. That's a hell of a comeback ride.
And I put on a lot of freaking size, man.
So,
I definitely bulked up.
I have a couple questions, all right? Because I just watched your Glover match, I believe it was, right? What is going on right now, ladies and gentlemen? We have a pop
fucking guy. I would want nothing less. God damn you.
Vic Arson is in
Oh
the
shit!
building, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, guys?
Wow.
Man, I don't know what to do with myself. How are you, Vic? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Here's to you.
Fuck yeah. Oh,
See, this guy gets it. Heineken, your sponsorship would go right here.
Noah, my man Noah King, the
Cracking, bro.
prolific poet.
dude.
What's
What's
up,
up?
bro? How you been?
I'm living, bro.
Yeah.
Dad life, So now it's 4 dads in a batch.
4 dads.
4 dads in the
Goddamn,
batch.
gotta have kids.
No,
Well, I
sir,
guess-
no.
What is it? 3 dads in a batch?
3 dads in a
What?
batch. Well, today it's 4 dads in a batch, sir.
There you go.
Vic, you see Thrasher up there?
I know. I haven't
What's
seen
going
him. Where's
on?
he
What's
at?
going on? What's going on?
What's up, Chris?
How are you?
Long time no see.
I know, man. I was been asking about you.
Yeah, man. Nice to be back on the Wrestling Paradox, but now it's a new name, right?
We're working on it. We're thinking about it.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Well,
Gentlemen,
it's good to be back. Good to be back.
Thrasher, Noah, this was the surprise this week. Mr. Slauson and Mr. Vic were the resident scumbags of CCW at one point. And
we will always be the resident scumbag.
you guys are tied at the hip forever. It doesn't matter how long you guys go for indie wrestling. Like me and Thrasher being a part of it behind the scenes with CCW to watch you guys were fun. You guys were fun to watch. You guys were definitely. I see Thrasher shaking his head. Comment, Thrasher.
Oh, I loved it. It's like they flowed. Like they tried to like Slauson tried to be over the top heel and like be the ultimate bad guy, but he can't. It looked like tried so hard, but he just can't.
He would
I
avoid
remember-
us. He would avoid us.
He would avoid
ringside.
us because he know he would laugh. I would make him laugh.
I felt better about throwing stuff at Joe. Like I would always take my hair tie or my shirt and throw it at Joe. But there was one specific time I can remember. Joe wasn't sitting next to you, and I came it was at Bash at the Brew, and I came out of the curtain, and it was weird. It was like in the middle of some angle, and like I was doing my heel thing, but like I did my jumping thing. I did my hair down thing, and I whipped my hair up, and I looked over and I saw you and Brody, and I just like grinned at you guys, and then I had to go back into like being like. I couldn't-
Yeah.
Speaking-
To this day, every time I hear that song "Cocaine," I think
dude.
of glory days, man.
there you go,
dude,
man.
and that fucking song, Lou want like fucking just said it every day. He's like, "This is what we're using. This is what you're using." I was like, "Isn't that too on the fucking nose?" And what do I fucking know? The fucking that's funny. See, I know how to be funny sometimes. But the first time we used it officially, we came out. They do the riff. We came out to the instrumental. It's that ba 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 ba. But people were filling in. The riff would do the thing, and then people would yell "cocaine" like at the part of the riff that it was in the song. And I was like, "God damn it, Lou Spector! God damn you! You're a genius."
You
Lou Dog, the
guys,
heat magnet.
you guys were some big scumbags back in the day. And when we think of scumbags and we think of tag teams, I mean, really one big one comes to mind for me. And I see it all the time on Instagram Reels and TikTok. The Dudleys. Back in ECW days where he's laying out that fat skank, can't wait to suck a big cock. I'm like, bro, what is going on ECW right now? These guys are scumbags.
Well, it depends. It depends on what incarnation of the Dudleys that you're talking about.
Well,
Are you talking about the originals when he was stuttering? Because that's when he was.
That I hated the stuttering.
but he carried the stutter. He carried the stutter all the way into 2000.
No, he didn't.
Well, he got
No,
rid
he
of
didn't. He
it.
stopped it. He stopped it.
Oh, wait,
Like in
no,
the- in the very-
like a couple months into them being in the WWF, though, he still had it.
Yeah. Well, I guess Bubba Ray started with the stuttering when the Dudleys first were a thing in ECW, and then he just got rid of it. And then for some reason they brought it back when they made their debut for WWE.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I thought they just carried that, and then somebody had him stop doing it.
Yeah, the promos I'm seeing, there is no stutter. He's just straight ripping on the crowd. This is prime 1997, 8.
He's doing crowd work.
Yeah.
Amazing crowd work. Amazing crowd work.
Well,
like, there's
the
ways
most-
to do crowd work. The
the
ways
mo-
to do. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Vic.
Sorry to cut the host off, but the most uneasy I've ever felt at a wrestling show was at an ECW show when the Dudleys came out.
It was ECW's debut in Illinois, Villa Park, Illinois, right outside Chicago, Illinois. And it was just a regular show until intermission hit. And then after intermission, the Dudleys came out for their match. And Bubba Ray proceeded to cut one of the most scathing promos I've ever heard. I mean, I thought a full riot was going to happen in this place. I was there with two of my boys. At one point, we were actually strategizing our exit from the building because we thought it was going to get real. You know, we thought like there was chairs being thrown in the ring, batteries, pennies, coins, you name it. It was crazy. It was definitely the most uneasy I've ever felt at a wrestling show. I thought shit was going to go down for real.
Can we play? It is now time for the prolific Papa to give us his intake.
Noah's Corner liquor store.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. We're gonna get Slauson and play something jazzy. As an open, I would like to I'm gonna start doing a disclaimer. These thoughts are brought to you by the one and only Prolific himself. These are thoughts fueled by the one and only E&J Brandy. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen, to crack open a cold one with the boy. Again, these thoughts and opinions are that of my own solely and not in relation with anyone involved with the Paradox Podcast. Now, this week, I have a little bit of a gripe that I want to put the air on. So, let's take a sip, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm gonna go a bit of around the way here. So, and I'm gonna get my piece out, and I want you guys to kind of chime in. Now,
Peace out. Are we smoking right now? Like peace pipes? What do you mean get your piece out?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
Like
speak.
guns? You want me to get my gun out? Peace?
Don't be racist. I'm gonna I'm gonna speak my piece, and then I kind of want to hear what you guys have to say. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying, in the hip hop community, we are very very strong on penmanship and lyricism, and writing your own raps. It's something that we kind of pride ourselves on. We take pride in a rapper who writes his own raps and does his own thing. Like totally, all the artistry is his own. Now, understanding that, what I do have to say is, and I guess it's going to branch off into a different kind of conversation, but I did see something this past week, and it kind of grinded my gears. I want to know, how long are we going to credit one MJF for reworking old promos that were done by people that he's now facing? Because it's getting a bit old. It's getting repetitive. It's like what the rap girlies are doing right now. They're taking the hot song from the early 2000s, changing the lyrics, changing the beat, but it's the same fucking song. And then they're acting like it's totally original. I don't think, okay, like when he did it with the whole punk thing, it made sense, right? But how many times are we going to play into the MJF, he patterned his career after this guy. He was such a big fan when he was growing up. And now he gets to face him, da-da-da. And then he re-fucking cites one of his hot lines, thinking he made it a hot song, in the words of one Jigga.
Hey, can
You made it a hot line. I made it a hot
Hold
song.
on.
never mind.
So
I'm gonna raise my
I don't-
hand. I want to raise my
I
hand.
just want to understand, how long are we going to give him credit for just reworking old shit? He did the thing with Adam Cole last week, and he reworked his old shit. Like, I don't feel like you should get credit for that. Sure.
I'm
Handman.
raising my hand.
Sure,
raising my
Handman.
hand.
Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
This is my turn. Okay. So I don't think he's doing it for that reason. I think he's doing it to show Adam Cole I can say it too, and I can get a bigger pop than you. And I'm better than you, and you know it. MJF is the greatest fucking worker we've seen since Ric Flair. I don't care what he takes or what he uses. MJF throwing that line 2 lines, 3 lines, whatever it was at Adam Cole was great television. It was amazing to see. And the crowd popped heavier and louder and harder than they did in NXT for Adam Cole. And MJF proved a point that he's better than Adam Cole. And it doesn't matter if he has to piss in a cup or not. He knows he's better. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because every time he speaks like Ric Flair, if you guys notice.
It's
You
lazy.
could hold my jockstrap. It's who he patterned his career off of.
It's lazy.
It's laziness that the Young Bucks and Adam Cole throw super kicks every match. Shawn Michaels did it. Why do you have to do it?
No, it's not. That's not the same concept.
How is it not the same concept? Don't
Because
ever talk bad about MJF on my podcast again. Okay? I'm as serious as I could be right now. Don't
It's-
ever talk
It's
bad about
lazy
MJF.
sampling. You
It is
changed
not
one
lazy
drum.
sampling. Do you listen to rap songs nowadays? Everything's one
You
drum
changed-
difference.
That's what
You
his
changed
argument.
one drum and did nothing.
He made
That's
it
my
better.
point. You
He
get
made
no
it
credit
better.
for fucking
You wouldn't know that even happened if they didn't put it on Twitter and Instagram. You'd
I
have
watched
never
it on
known you
TV.
said that to Karrion Cross.
Is he getting?
No,
the-
I watched it on TV because I was actually watching the fucking show.
I'm done. Thrasher.
Once he started to go down that road, I knew where he was going, and I'm like, he's gonna do the fucking. They ring the bell thing.
I'm fucking tricking you on every guest the program night, and you're gonna get 0 points everywhere across the board. Fucking talk bad about.
I'm gonna weaponize.
I
my-
just
my
have
fan base.
okay.
I'm gonna
Here-
weaponize my
here's-
fan base
here's-
against you. We're gonna strike. We're gonna riot. We're gonna protest in the streets.
Your old tag team partner left you and went back to St. Louis. So don't talk to me like you have friends.
It's not even St. Louis. That's not even the right city.
It was
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, but
Did you just name a predominantly black city just randomly out of a hat?
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead, Chris.
it ended in a illness. So, here's my theory on it, and it might be controversial. But I'm gonna refer this to like basketball. Right? I think Noah touched on it earlier that it's generation. You know, oh, there's an '80s list of players that were the best, and there's a '90s list of the best, and so on and so on. I think how that compares to wrestling is back when like Stone Cold and The Rock were coming up, and Triple H were coming up. Those to look up to that were actually on the mic, there was only a handful. Right? So I think there was like Dusty. No, there was Ric Flair. So there was if you go back and watch 80s wrestling, there was not many people talking. So where if you go and you say MJF is just patterning his own stuff of this and that and the other and talking like Ric Flair and this, if that's what he's doing, that's exactly what he's doing because that was the best talker. Everyone patterned off it. So
Not
if
his
you- even if
fault.
you
He's
pattern-
better than everyone else. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's not his fault.
No, it's not that like even if he were to come out and try to do like a spoof of it or like a version of it and be like, oh, who do you get that your aura from to get your your gimmick and everything like that? Oh, I look up at Triple H. Well, Triple H looked up to Ric Flair. So you're ultimately going to be the 7 degrees of bacon. It's going to be Ric Flair.
Is that? Are you done? Not in a.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. No. I wasn't asking like in a disrespectful way. I just wanted to see like if that was his final point. Okay. So that's. I feel like this is where I'm getting misinterpreted because patterning yourself after somebody is totally fine. That doesn't bother me. Everybody looks up to somebody. He fucking has the cadence of Ric Flair. Cool. But what I'm saying is there's a million fucking words in the dictionary. Why do you have to say the exact same ones that he did? It doesn't prove anything. It does because they're only popping because they know he said it.
You
And
sound
you're
like
saying
a
it back
fucking
to him.
hater. You sound like a
No.
fucking hater.
Did you just?
I agree with Noah.
It doesn't do anything.
I don't disagree that he's a great worker and I watched him win the title in New Jersey. Great stuff. But why are you muted? Did Joe mute you?
No, I'm not fucking muted. I just want you guys to know who the best wrestler in the world is. MJF.
You're like white Jewel Santana.
Whatever.
You look like
continue.
you.
This was the worst idea for Prolific Papa Corner ever. Fucking
Oh, because we branched off into a debate.
Because we struck a nerve.
Yeah.
We struck a nerve.
Well,
You and your
Okay, but
Burberry.
here's also my question to you, Noah, though, is who on the mic right now can compete with MJ?
nobody.
But okay, so that's fine. But do your own shit. Like
LA
don't
Knight.
fucking regurgitate.
Yeah.
the line. Yeah, fucking Eli Drake, fucking LA Knight.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. You know, like he has the cadence of other guys, but you don't see him ever just come out there and spit out some shit that somebody else said. Obviously, it's a different, it's a different place. He doesn't necessarily have the same freedom, whatever. Cool. But I just don't think you should get credit, which I'm not taking anything away from MJF. He is a great talker, but I just feel like those promos where he's just regurgitating or like putting a spin on some shit that somebody else already said, I don't think you should get credit for that.
Then don't give him credit. Then turn off the fucking television.
So
and walk
wait,
away.
hold on. Hold on. Does John Cena get credit for creating John Cena?
What do you
Or
mean?
does Hulk Hogan get credit for creating John Cena? Because all John Cena is the modern version of Hogan.
See,
That's
but I
not what
think-
I'm
I
saying.
think
That's
they
not what I'm
stuck on-
saying. I'm not saying you can
Ricky
be
Starks,
modern,
Ricky
whatever
Starks
the
and The
fuck.
Rock are the same fucking person.
No.
Okay,
you
but
guys are
Ricky
getting-
Starks doesn't come out and say, "If you smell what the fuck I'm doing," like, he doesn't do that. That's what I'm saying.
You
I'm
guys-
saying
you guys-
don't do the exact same thing. You can put your spin on it, but don't fucking come out here and be like, "Let me tell you something, brother." Like,
You get you guys are getting hung up on the fact that he said he's trying to be like Ric Flair. Everybody's trying to be like somebody.
that was Joe's point. I didn't even say
no
that.
one's talking
No,
to you.
wait. No, that he's but Noah's focusing on the part that what he's using in his promos that people think is so amazing is just getting heat because he knows that's going to get heat. It's that you're in the middle of this fucking. People think it's the Monday. It's not, but like the people in the stadium, it might as well be. So they're popping. That's that channel. That's this channel. Same bullshit. It's the same bullshit as that.
Okay.
So
It's not
I
even-
agree. I
it's not
don't
even-
disagree that MJF can cut an amazing promo. I don't disagree that
Right.
MJF can have the best fucking 6-star match. I'm saying I think what he's focusing on is that they keep having him, or he keeps doing some shit where he's just like, haha, remember this, instead of just talking shit.
No. Best
Right.
best
That's what I'm
dog collar
saying.
match.
He keeps.
Best
That
fatal
has- that
four
has-
Are
way
you
match.
just gonna regurgitate his
Do
last
with the
promo?
argument.
Yes, I
But
am.
What
And
I'm
guess
saying
what?
is,
Guess what?
No,
He's the
what I'm
fucking
saying is-
best.
what I'm saying is, and I'm
Excuse
not taking anything.
me.
I'm saying he's great. He's a great talker. But what I'm saying is,
I'm
how
a
many-
WWE guy. I'm a WWE guy. I think AEW
Okay.
sucks compared to WWE.
understand-
But
I
MJF is
understand what
the
you're saying.
hardest worker in the business.
Can I make
He's
my
the
point?
best talker.
Can I
in
make my
Your
point?
point sucks. You're
Can I
the
make my
best
point?
talker in the business.
Can I make my point? Scarf man. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I got worked up.
no. So what I'm saying is, it's just how many. Like, my main thing is, okay, you did it with CM Punk, cool. We thought that was a one-off, right? Then you turn around and you do it with Adam Cole, which it doesn't even count. The other times he's probably done it, which I just haven't picked up on or whatever. Or I just didn't watch it because I don't watch all of his promos. I don't. But I'm saying there's only so much shelf life to like, hey, I'm gonna say this same thing that the guy said to him. Like, how many times do you get
I
credit
agree.
for that? That's what I'm saying. That's my only point.
How many
I'm not
times do you
saying
have to listen to
Okay.
Rhea Ripley call
No,
herself
no.
mommy? Like, come on.
No,
But that's her thing.
no.
That was Eddie Guerrero's
No,
thing.
but that's her own thing. That's okay. But here we go. What about DX and the NWO? They came out and said the same exact thing.
Yeah, that was
It
all.
was
That
too
was all.
sweet for life, and it was popped. DX come out and said the same exact promos every show.
Okay, so that's the point I'm making.
Right
so,
back at you, APJ.
okay, so
Right
look,
back at you.
look. So yeah, they did the whole too sweet, but all right. So like,
Those are also.
you had the whole for life thing. DX had the suck it thing. NWO never said fucking suck it. That's what I'm saying. It's similar, and you see where they're drawing from. You see what
And-
they're
and
trying to do.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Six Pac did. Six Pac did
Yeah,
the open hand. He didn't
it was
cross.
also
He did the
established-
open hand.
It was also, I mean, Scott Hall did the crotch chops all the time, but it was also established that they were kind of a if Adam
They
Cole
were
was out
kind of a
making
riff
Bullet
on each other.
What about Bullet Club? Bullet Club and NWO then. Then you're
That's
saying
what I just
Bullet
said.
Club.
If they were doing that, then that's not what we're talking about. You guys are so focused on fucking your insecurities with this little Jewish
You're
man.
so
It's gonna be fine. He's a good
You're
fucking
really
wrestler. Probably
focused.
the greatest of this
Let me tell you something.
generation.
I
No
feel
one
like you
is
guys are
Entire
focused.
box. I'm
I
killing
feel
the
like you guys
entire
are
fucking
focused
box.
on this whole. You guys are focused on the thing where I said you guys are focused on the word originality. I never said he had to be totally original. All I said was don't say the same thing that the guy said to the guy that you're now
In
facing.
multiple angles.
Yes. Like
That's
when
what-
you did it with CM Punk, they had the whole old picture of you at the fucking fan signing thing like that. Ooh, well, I get it. But now you're doing it with Adam Cole. Adam Cole is maybe probably like 6 years older than him. And they're like, oh, he grew up watching Adam Cole. No, he didn't. Adam Cole might be 8 years older
like
than him.
4.
Right. Like, no, he didn't. There's only so many times you can do that. That's what I'm saying. If you do that shit, but
He
no,
can
no,
grow up
I'm
watching
saying-
him. What are you talking about? He can
If
grow
you
up.
do-
He can watch him. He can be like, okay, I'm going through training. I'm watching CZW guys. So if Adam Cole's in there 3 years before he's in there, he's growing up watching him.
what I'm saying is they did the angle with CM Punk. It makes sense. He's at the fucking fan signing. He's a child with CM Punk. If he fucking turned around and said he cut a Sting TNA promo to Sting, I probably wouldn't even say this shit. I mean, yes, it would get old very fast, but it makes sense. He might have liked Sting. But like now, like all I'm asking is, my main thing is how many times we gonna do this?
It's it's the thing is that it doesn't matter what kind of match. They probably have a great match. I don't care.
They just had a great match on TV.
Is that every angle he goes into? Like, how old is he going to be? Where he's saying the fucking rookie, and he's like, I remember watching.
All right,
Like, it's
we're
gonna-
losing control here. We're losing control. We have to
I
get the
just want
guest
to
the
know how many
program.
more times he can do
We have to get the guest the program because it's getting late. It's almost 9:30. All
this.
right.
J, your sponsorship.
So we had
That was a great.
I
note.
had-
Great.
I
point.
had shut up, Noah. Shut up, Mike. I had
I think cats like water.
No, but cats are really good with wind.
Original beast, Dan Severn. I like that guy. Was cut off
We can-
fucking gray hoodie.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Wrestling Paradox Podcast, week number 2, season 3.
3.
Season 3. We're gonna be we might be renaming the show. I'm down. I'm down to take some votes in. And
Three
see-
dads in a batch. Talk about wrestling.
all right, boys and girls. Congratulations. This has been Guess the Program, also known as Noah's Fuck Me Corner. All right, so that was fun. We talked about Dave Meltzer, we talked about Spears and Gores, and then we did Guess the Program. So
There was a middle part in there. I don't know.
We also did a very heated Noah's Corner.
so
This
anyway,
is what you asked for, Joe, in pre-production.
You are correct, but yeah, I didn't expect it to go that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Wrestling Paradox Podcast, aka also known as the Three Dads in a Batch podcast. I like Three Dads in a Batch. Still waiting on our logo. It's coming soon, boys. So I know you guys are tired.